I'm not gonna be able to see. I doubt it. Wait, that's not even a dock door, is it? Or is it? No, that's a wall. Who-doo? Yeah, that's empty. Sometimes you just gotta improvise, guys. What's up, guys? We are in Fontana, California, headed just 10 minutes down the road to Ontario, California to go deliver this little 17-mile run. They had me pre-planned on a 2,159-mile load to Michigan, but I got unassigned because I guess the load canceled or something like that. So I got unassigned from it, and I was a bit upset. Yeah, we know GPS. I was a bit upset about it. I was like, man, I was gonna have a really good week, and now I'm not planned on anything right now. So I don't know. After I deliver this load 10 minutes down the road, I don't know if I'm gonna truck stop and chill for a minute, or if I'm gonna have to go back to the terminal 15 minutes down the road and sit there. I really don't know what I'm gonna need to do, but yeah. I mean, I guess Michigan is up north, so maybe they give me something south now. Maybe they send me over to Texas or something, you know what I mean? I'll take it. I'll take it, man. It's freaking December. You know, that's the way I'm trying to look at it. Like, okay, I just lost a big run, but they're still probably going to send me a big run going back east anyways, because they always do. You know, whenever you go out west, you usually get that big run back east. So I look at it as, okay, maybe they'll send me somewhere a little bit more south than Michigan this time. So, hey, just look at it that way, right? Try to be a glass half full guy sometimes. Most of the time it's a glass half empty, but you know, every now and then I gotta look at it half full, right? I can't always be a negative Nancy. I just woke up freaking 30 minutes ago, guys. Literally just did. I'm still actually kind of waking up. I got my coffee here. I got my little Keurig in the truck now. I bought a Keurig on my last home time, so I've been brewing my own instead of getting the truck stop coffee. Which I prefer this anyways, because it's nice that I can wake up and do it all myself, and I don't have to, I need to go ahead and get over it, because I got 1 mile before I need to take a left. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. But yeah, instead of having to walk into the truck stop when it's freezing at, like back when it was warm, it wasn't that bad. But like when you be waking up at my time, like at 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning to go drive and it's freezing ass cold, it sucks to have to go walk all the way into the truck stop. Yeah, I think I need to hop over one more. Yeah. Because it's going to open up to a double turn, so that's why.
Turn left at the traffic light.
All right, cool. Oh, it opens up 2 more freaking lanes. Okay. Oh, we got it. Go. A little bit of maneuvering there. I'm so much more comfortable driving this thing though, guys. Like, you know, like doing that before, like going around that curb and then around that truck, I probably would have slowed down and be like, but like, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm being careful still. I know, I just better know what my trailer and truck are gonna do than what I did. I'm gonna miss this. It's already yellow over there. Yeah, I missed it, 100%. They only let like 2 freaking cars through. But yeah, I'm just like so much more comfortable in knowing like what it's going to do, that I don't have to go as slow, like, oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna make this or whatever. Like, I can usually tell, you know, at this point, what, I'm almost at like 8 months experience. I mean, technically counting my freaking training, right, I was training in May, so at the end of April was when I had my orientation, and I actually started at the end of April. Like the very last part of April is when I started with my trainer. I want to say like April, I don't know, 27th, 28th or something like that. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So the end of December coming up. It's 12/11 right now at the filming of this video. At the end of December, I will have been doing this 8 months. So it has gone by quick, dude. The days, the weeks, the months, they all just fly by when you're trucking, man. They really do. Also, time always seems to go faster whenever you're getting older too, you know? People always told me that. Like when I was in my 20s, I remember I was talking to some guy I used to work with. He was like, you know, 60 or something. And he said, I'm just gonna tell you, man. He was like, you know, your 20s, they go by pretty slow. He said your 30s, they go by pretty quick. He said they go by a lot quicker than your 20s did. Before you know it, you're 40. He said 40's even faster and 50's even faster than that. He said it just keeps going faster and faster the older you get. And I've noticed that already, bro. Like, I'm like, dang, come April, there's nobody next to me, so we can take this like that. It's like, dang, man, come April, I'm 35 years old. Like, where'd my life go, man? Getting old. Shit. What happened? Why ain't I in my 20s no more? I tell people after 25 is when it really started to go.
Turn right on Philadelphia Avenue.
Because, like, after 25, you're 30 before you know it. And then it just keeps going, man. It just keeps going. All right, this is going to be the road up here that it's on. We're going to take a ride on to Philadelphia, which is where we got to go. It's funny because Google Maps said it was one building, right? When I put in the address. The address gave me the building next to it, but Google Maps has this building listed as the correct place that was next to it. Basically, Google Maps put the address at the wrong building, like a friggin' Home Depot thing. But then on the building next to it, you can see the name, which is the name of where I'm going. So I have it manually routing me to that. It's kind of weird.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Yeah, guys, April is my birthday, man, in 4 months. And I'll be in my mid-30s. Mid-30s, man. No kids, never married in my 30s. I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good, man. No kids, never married. I got it easy, man. I got it easy. My pullout game is strong, son. Strong. We made that ish. We made that. Give it to me.
Philadelphia Street on the right.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the right. Oh crap. Right here. This entrance right here, is it? Yeah, it says 3M right there on the sign too. Is it the second or is it this first one here? I don't know. I'm trying to let this truck go. Okay, that's a car parking lot. That's not it. Right here, 3M. Oh, that's a guard check too, guys. All right, this is it. All I do is drop in hook. They told me to drop it in whatever spot. I had to go in that office too. The security helped me and they said to go into that office. I have to drop it in any spot that I want. That's what he said. I gotta turn around though, because if not, I'm blindsiding it and I ain't trying to do all that mess. So, hell, I could turn up right here, actually. I could turn up right here and go into that other spot. Should I try that, guys? Should I test my skills? Oh, I don't think I'd be able to wrap it around quick enough. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to wrap that around quick enough. I don't know, maybe I could have done that. I probably could have done that, honestly. Yeah, I gotta have to hit a U-turn. Oh, of course, the yard dog's coming up right next to me. They told me to drop it, yeah. Really? He told me drop it in whatever spot you can find. What do you want me to... I got you. What should I do? What should I do? That's what he told me, yeah. He said just drop it wherever. I was going to hit a U-turn and back in right here. Perfect. Thank you. Okay guys, so I left the camera on. I forgot to put it back on when I was backing though. I literally just forgot. Right before I back, my mind gets into backing. Anyways, I came up here, there was a spot right here and just turned up and straight backed it in. First shot, no pull-ups, nothing. So all good, man. I don't know if you guys could hear what he said, so I'm gonna re-commentate it. Because a lot of times, there's sometimes when I repeat what people say to me in a video out of habit, because back when I used to do my moto vlogs, I would always repeat what people said because the GoPro didn't pick it up very well. And so I have a habit of, in the video, I don't know if you can hear it or not, so then I repeat it in the video. That way it's me, you actually hear it rather than me having to put text on screen and editing and stuff. There's been a couple of times people like, Dave, you don't have to commentate what people say, we can hear it. But I'm like, I don't know if you can or not. Anyways, he said, you're not supposed to be a drop and hook, or you're not supposed to drop this. He was like, y'all are live unload. I was like, they told me to drop it. I'm like, man, this yard dog is gonna ruin my day. I'm supposed to be dropping this, right? I was all excited. I said, you know, he was like, yeah, he's like a new guy in there. He don't really know. He said, but y'all are usually a live unload. I was like, and I asked him, I said, well, what should I do? You know, if he told me to go back in there and talk to him, I'd go back in there. But he said, well, if they told you to drop it, then just drop it. I was like, okay. So I dropped it. Or we are going to drop it. There's probably not going to be an empty here for me, though. But that's fine. I don't care. I mean, I'm bobtailed back to the terminal and grab me an empty there. So, yeah. They signed my paperwork. I'm good, boys. I'm good. So, yeah, I'm excited about that because I thought it was going to be a live unload. And you never know how long that's going to take, you know? So, give me a drop and hook all day. God, I gotta reorganize this freaking thing. I got my tools just everywhere in there because I just throw them in there and then it gets all jacked up. I need to be more organized. I really do. I'm not the most organized person, guys, to be honest with you. Like as far as like my items and belongings and stuff, I'm not. I kind of just put stuff everywhere. I do. This thing. See, I hate when these handles are like this. That's where all those scratches are because, you know, it doesn't have enough room to actually turn it without hitting the trailer. Oh, it does when you're going this way, but when I was rolling them up earlier, it was grinding against this. God dang, this one's hard, man. Okay, I've gotten in the habit of leaving the handles like that. I used to always put them on here, even loaded trailers and whatnot. And I've learned that if I do that, then, you know, it's easier for the next guy to get the landing gear that messes with it. So a lot of guys have hit this. I was watching this as I was backing, but I knew I was to the left of it. So that was a really nice yard dog. He's like, are you taking an empty out of here? I was like, yeah, you got one? He's like, we got one. Back that way. Spot 227, so perfect. All right, I just walked around the whole trailer, did a little post trip, make sure everything looks good on it. Landing gear's down, fifth wheel's pulled, and airlines are disconnected. Oh, we're gonna get ourselves an empty too, man. That's pretty good. Although our terminal's right down the road, I'm pretty sure we got some empties over there at the terminal, which is probably where I'm gonna go anyways. Oh, my GoPro was cockeyed to the right, guys. I just realized my GoPro got knocked to the right. All right, boys. He said it was back here. Well, he was nice and helpful. Although I thought at first he was gonna ruin my day. It ain't gonna ruin my day if I had to get live unloaded. It's just, you know, it's gonna take a little bit longer. So yeah. Freaking drop and hook, man. That'll do for Dave. That'll do for Dave, boys. Let me get some nicotine up in this piece. One of you guys asked me recently in the comments, you said, Dave, I'm a vapeaholic too. What kind of juice is your favorite? Honestly, I'll be honest with all you guys right now, I hate vaping. I hate it. But, you know, I've been addicted to nicotine since I was 16, and I do it so I don't smoke cigarettes, you know? I don't want to smoke cigarettes on my home times and stuff. Now, I do enjoy nice cigars and pipe tobacco. I know a lot of you guys that follow me, this is probably it here, I'm assuming, because there was none on the right. I guess this is an empty one. I guess. He said it was back here. Can we... I'm not going to be able to see if it is or not. I'm not going to be able to see. I doubt it. Wait, that's not even a dock door, is it? Or is it? No, that's a wall. Hoo-doo! Yeah, that's empty. Sometimes you just gotta improvise, guys. Sometimes you just gotta improvise. Yeah, I was like, wait, that's not even a dock door. That's just a wall. And then that's when I was like, okay, because I get worried, you know, they might be loading it or something, you know. I don't want to. Well, we're gonna have to do this differently. We're gonna have to kind of do an angle here, and then kind of like that. And then we're just gonna have to back into it as best as we can. Okay, turn the wheel the right way, Dave. There you go, buddy. Turn it the right way, Dave. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a pull up on this 100%. Yeah, I'm a little, I'm not straight. Come on, truck. There we go. Now that looks pretty good. I'm not even though. I don't know what you're bitching about, truck, but I'm trying to do something here. Whoa. I did not reinflate my air. I did not reinflate my air. I made a mistake. I noticed, I was like, I should have hit my fifth wheel by now. And then it was like, oh, I looked down, I'm too low. But that's why I never back all the way into it. I always stop before. I don't know, it makes me feel better. So watch what I'll do now. It hit the fifth wheel. Now I'm gonna go look. There's two things I wanna look at, and and you know, I know you guys have been driving a long time, you just back into them because you know what you're doing. I don't know, this makes me feel better, it really does. Is I get out, and while it's resting on my fifth wheel, I go make sure that I'm aligned properly, that it's going in, which it is, and I make sure that it's low enough, and that just makes me feel better that I'm not gonna jump the fifth wheel. I do this every time. I just back into it till it hits the fifth wheel, then I go look. See where that kingpin's at, guys? I don't know if you guys can see. I do a lot of this stuff for the guys that don't drive yet, or you guys that watch me that don't drive. I know you guys that drive a truck know all of this crap, but I like showing things to people who don't drive. So, you know, that little, it's called the kingpin, that little knob, whatever you want to call it, that goes into the fifth wheel and locks in there. That's what gets you connected to the trailer. So I always like to make sure that that's going to go directly into there, as you can see, because if I was way off, it could bounce up and go on the other side of the fifth wheel, and that's bad. It might get stuck over there or something, you know? So I like to get under here and actually look and make sure that it's going into the locking jaws of the fifth wheel. And that just makes me feel better. I know now, hey, I can back into this without hopping the fifth wheel. I don't know, I like that. And you know, hopping the fifth wheel is something that happens to drivers. You know, probably mostly new drivers and whatnot, and I've never done it yet. I've been close, but I've never done it because I like to do this. So now we just back into her. There we go. Do tug test. Yep, she's good to go. All right, guys, I'm gonna hook up and I'll be back with you. All right, guys, I just pre-tripped the trailer. Everything is good on her. Everything works, tires, brakes, all is well. Anyways, yeah, I started telling y'all something. I was telling you that, you know, when I'm on my home time or I'm relaxing and having some whiskey or wine or whatever, I like cigars. I always have, And recently I kind of took up pipe tobacco too, but it's not like I do all three. That's just, you know, like most people that smoke cigars, you just do it for the taste, the flavor, the experience, relaxation. Same thing with pipe tobacco, you know. But yeah, the vape is my crutch. That's like, yeah, that's what fuels my nicotine addiction. I'm addicted to nicotine. I vape. I don't really care about the flavors because I don't really enjoy it. It doesn't compare anything to like cigars or like pipe tobacco with that type of flavors and things like that. I really hate vaping. I really hate doing it. So I want to quit. I'm going to quit again. I've quit before. Before I was off of nicotine for like a couple years ago. And then I got bored driving the box truck and I kind of just went back to it. Went to a gas station and bought a little cheap ass vape, and then I've been vaping ever since again. But yeah, as far as like if I smoke cigars or pipes and whatnot, it's just for the enjoyment factor, just for the taste, and I don't inhale or anything. You know, you're not supposed to inhale cigars and pipe tobacco, but I enjoy those a lot. But I don't enjoy vaping, never really have. Maybe when I first started like 15 years ago. I know some of you probably like, 15 years ago? Yeah, I've been vaping for a long time, guys. Back when there was no stores. There wasn't any stores. You could only get it from a few select websites on the internet. The Joy 510 was what I started out on, right before the Joy Ego came out. If you guys ever heard of those. Any of you guys that have only been vaping like 5 years have probably never heard of that, but yeah, so that's my crutch, man, to like not smoke cigarettes, you know what I mean? And I don't want to vape. I don't like vaping. I just do it because, you know, it's hard to quit. Just like cigarette smoking is. It's hard to quit. I don't like this turn here. I'm scared yard dog's gonna fly around here. But yeah, I hate doing it. I don't want to do it anymore. I would like to just, you know, on my home time, or, you know, maybe after a long day in the truck, having a nice cigar at the end of the day, but, you know, not being addicted to the nicotine, because you can smoke a cigar here and there and not be addicted. You know what I mean? But as far as, you know, cigarettes and vaping and all that stuff, yeah, that's just fueling the addiction, man. So that's what I'd like to do. I ain't giving up my cigars and my stuff like that, though. Just the same way I ain't giving up my whiskey or my wine. I like them. That ain't happening. Which those is always used in, you know, spare amounts. Just you know, responsibly and here and there. But yeah, the vape is just a straight addiction, and it is an addiction. It is not easy to quit. I have tried to quit vaping a few times. It's a challenge, just like cigarettes are, man. I do 6 milligram nicotine in here, and that's what I did last time before I quit. I usually do the patches. I put the patches on, and, you know, after a week or two, it's pretty easy. But that first week's pretty brutal, even on vaping, man. It bothers me. I go through withdrawals on it. And just with the trucking, it's really hard to do it because, you know, you do get stressed here and there, and you are just driving, and I feel like I want to do something with my hands, and I want to hit my vape, and yeah, it's pretty hard, man. So anyways, that's to answer your question, bro, that asked me about the vaping. No, I don't enjoy it. I really, maybe like the first month or two I ever did it, I enjoyed it, but for the past almost 15 years that I've been vaping, I haven't enjoyed it. But I do prefer vaping to cigarettes for sure. I don't want to be a cigarette smoker anymore. I don't want to be a vapor either, man, but yeah. Anyways. Alright guys, well I guess that's probably going to do it for this video. I'm about to exit out of security. I'm going to go 13 minutes down to a Petro, where we are going to be stopping until I get my next load. Because yeah, 13 minutes down the road, there's a Petro, man. Why not go there? And better than the terminal, I'll be able to go in there and get some food and stuff. I think they got a Taco Bell at this Petro. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown.